Hey, this is HansPerm and welcome once again to my stream. So today I have a new cube just came in actually, and and that is the most awaited one, which is the Maglev coming from MoYu, and it's a WRM 2021. And and recently I just also had purchased this the RS3M 2021, which is also a Maglev. So pretty much it's not an unboxing video. I just wanted to compare this maglev between these two, and of course it's my first time having a maglev 3x3 Rubik's cube, and we can also compare them into a typical Rubik's cube like a GAN 11M Pro, which is of course it's not maglev, and then with a typical RS3M 2020. Yeah, so without further ado, we could start now the comparison. Okay, uh, we might start with the RS3M. So basically, MoYu did a great job once again because they have uh, added the new features in particularly in Rubik's 3x3, and this maglev or the levitation is they have, of course, they have removed this spring and replace it with a repelling magnets, and we'll see what's inside this RS3M 2021 maglev. I think MoYu still having the same pretty much included from the package, and yeah, this is one of the hardest part of what's inside this small box, and definitely this is a typical tools that they're providing out of the box, and of course with this beautiful stand, right? And right, pretty much maybe typical tools. A pamphlet will be there, and I think we'll be expecting also this dual adjustment system for tools for changing the elasticity, and I think it's an extra uh, for our elasticity also as well. So definitely we'll be expecting if we remove this center cap, and yeah, so it's really a maglev that have um, replaced this spring with uh, repelling magnets, of course. And actually I haven't set this up, so I haven't even lubed this RS3M, and everything has been stock though, which means I haven't tensioned it yet and lubing it yet. So when I did my first turn on this, it's pretty like a paper refilling actually, but really it's tremendously fast. Yeah, if you're not used to very fast cube, really you will going to overshoot. Yeah, typically you might be overshooting your algs as well. And yeah, it's totally fast. I might be needing some weighted lube over here, right? If I'm going to compare this one to my previous RS 2021, and um, you can notice that it's been worn out a bit. It's like pretty much like a frosted this time. They say that it was a UV coated. When I was taking a picture of this one, it looks like very uh, a UV coated. because I've been using this one for quite some time, and it's been for me about, I think, more than 5 months already. So totally worn out, but the speed still never been compromised when it comes to performance of this RS 2021. I mean 2020, but it's already been lubed, set up, of course, and it's been tensioned. And of course, this 2021 version is quite uncontrollable to me, actually. Really, it's just like it's kind of flimsy, because probably the tension is a bit loose, and of course, from from the corners, we are not expecting some adjustable magnets over here, but only a typical dual elasticity for adjustment over here. Right, it's in default, which is number one though. Right, so I'll do setup on this one a little bit. Let me try tighten a little bit of this based on my likings. And for now, since it's pretty new though, it's a bit slippery, and compared to this already been worn out, and it looks like now UV coated. Right, yeah, later we'll try to have sample solve to this one, and probably this might be needing some extra magnet on it, so we could, just like they have released on RS 2020, that you could add on some magnets to strengthen up a little bit with your magnet here. But since then I did remove already that one, so which means I'm used to this kind of fast tube already. Right, seems that the feeling is totally different from a maglev version of RS3M 2021. It's really so fast, and technically I'm not that fast though, because my TPS is just about 3 only. But I could hardly imagine those pro viewers who are gonna be using this one. Definitely they might be way up until 15, 18 TPS, and really it's so fast actually. The feeling of turning, it seems that it's, I don't know, it looks like this upper layer is like floating literally, and they say that you could have even a 360 turn for this, almost. See, yeah, yeah. So probably if we lube this up by some weighted lube, and this might be a bit controllable, and and right. So for now, I think I need also to do some tensioning over here. So RS3M 2021 from MoYu, so did a great job once again for a budget cube like this, and you could experience how the maglev technology works for you though, right? And of course the other one now is another cube from MoYu, and okay, let's just set this for a while. Let's clean up our dust, and let's try to compare now to MoYu WRM 2021. I haven't had a MoYu WRM 2020, which they had this corner adjustable magnet. I think pretty much it's almost the same box that they are offering out of the box. I think I have broken already this, and let me just spot up over this side. I just wanted to see the tools, particularly in the adjustment. I think I might be breaking this one now. Alright, there you go. Broke it up. Right. Particularly on the corner magnets tool. Yeah, yeah. They have this fancy case, and it seems it's also available from the WRM 2020 light version, I believe so. And this is what's inside. I think this is for firing it up. I think so. Same screwdriver, some pamphlets, and I think this is the one I'm looking for. Oh, what is this? There's some extra. Okay. So this is a handle for this adjusting the corner magnets, I believe so, with different pointing there. It's pretty much like it's a flat screw, but I think this is quite big though compared to. Should be better if you will going to use the screwdriver of a GAN 11M Pro. But it seems that it's a bit bigger, right? Isn't it? They're all the same sizes. Right. So anyhow, so at least we have seen what's included from the MoYu WRM 2021 Maglev, and I think that is only the added the tools there. The rest are all pretty much the same out of the box, right? Right. Now let's take away this case and let's back to this cube itself. Yeah, and it's a bit hefty though, probably because of the maglev on the centerpiece. Yes, I think it's about 89 grams or something like that, compared to almost similar to our RS3M 2021, but definitely this GAN 11M Pro is much more lighter. But for an RS 2020, RS3M 2020, yeah, it's a bit heavier, because probably because of those maglevs. Okay, and the most interesting part, of course, you might be not noticing at the moment, that the MoYu has looks like having a black internals, right? So just recently, this white internals are becoming more popular, but when you turn it, and not only you come to know it was purple, right? So it's pretty cool, right? To see seeing a purple internals there, and so beautiful to see, right? Looks like a black internals, but it's a purple. You can see that the corner, uh, these are the adjustable magnets, right? And they do have also this version of the RS, I mean the WRM MoYu of 2020, and of course the latest over here is definitely the magnet. I think I can see from there that the washer is stick on that magnet, right? So you can check it out if it's really a magnet, and yes, indeed, it's a magnet, right? Right. Other than that, the feeling of these MoYu, it's top of its class. It's a bit premium, right? And of course, from Gen 11M Pro or the other Gen 11 12, it's premium in the sense that they just totally switch into this bright color scheme, right? And it seems it once that you've been using it for quite some time, it looks like now like a UV coated though, right? But for the out of the box, of course, it's a bit shiny, something like that. And of course, they have different texture for that, for the UV coated and soft coated. And for a MoYu WRM 2021, it's like kind of a flat matte, something like that, right? But definitely this will be worn out as you having about thousands of soul probably, and the feeling of turning is a little bit scratchy feeling because definitely they don't have a factory lube on it, right? Scratchy feeling compared to this RS3M 2021 is a bit kind of papery feeling, something like that, right? And some kind of buttery feeling as well because really it's so smooth. I haven't tried the MoYu WRM 2020 yet, but they say it's pretty much almost the same. But only the difference is becoming much more faster because of this maglev technology. Right. So, so once again, this is out of the box. All the default settings are set to the least, I believe, yeah, number one in this corner magnets, and the tensions definitely set into 1. So as per your likings, you can tighten this one if you want to slow it down though, or but with a little bit loosen tension with a better corner cutting. Yeah, I think this corner cutting is not new to this most of the flagship nowadays. You don't need to test the corner cutting of each cube because it's been a part of there since they have perfect this kind of technology, right? But personally, it's fast and it's pretty much controllable mm, compared to the RS3M 2021 is really ridiculously fast actually. Yep, totally ridiculously fast, right? And this is much more controllable even though it's fast, but at least it's more controllable. I made this kind of settings even in my Gun 11M Pro, which I set the corner magnets into medium. Sometimes I'm on the least one, number 1, and the tension is number 1 as well. And I don't know if you believe me, this doesn't have a lube at the moment, but you can see that it's also fast. But for RS3M 2021 is totally it's a different story. It's really fast. Right. And of course, since it's pretty new though, it's kind of slippery at the moment, right? But here, not much. It's kind of sticky a bit, right? Compared to like, yeah, I don't know, is it a flat finish or so, right? color scheme is, you can see from MoYu, is they have a kind of different color scheme, and a bit brighter though, or darker, I suppose, but I don't know if it's taking in my camera. But yeah, it seems that the RS3M 2021 is a bit flat, but of course, totally speaking a different thing when it comes to GoPro. Like, it's kind of glossy. You can see my orange is a bit, it's bouncing it from the light. Right, the light's bouncing. Right, the yellow. Right, I think this is like this yellow, this RS3M is kind of, it's all spread throughout the objects, but the definition wasn't even seen on the RS3M. But I don't know, maybe because of the black, it looks like black internal from the MoYu WRM 2021. Right, right. But overall, yeah, definitely this is not a budget deal. It was on sale before, but uh, typical maglev version of the WRM 2021. Of course, it's even reaches $30, I believe, but or $29, and I got this one for sale for about $27. Yeah, but of course, totally budget field is this RS3M 2021. Right. I think let me try some solve, and if I could get my average in with the maglev, probably I'll just compare first these two. Maybe let me just run AO5, and then let me compare it from a typical non-maglev 3x3 cube. Okay, let me start with a Gun 11M Pro. Let's have a quick, just a quick AO5, and let's put it on session 1, right? And let's do this. Basically, my average is just barely sub 27 sometimes. I'm quite lucky if I could almost reach sub 25, but hardly, because at the moment I'm doing now color neutral solving. Okay, so I might solve this one in white cross.
8 seconds.
Right. Oops. Right. Right. Oops. Alright. Messing around with my F2L. So probably this would be a good solve though. Okay, with a W shape. And wow. Pretty much intimidated only. Right. First solve 33.20. Right. I'm getting this kind of average solve already, pretty much, even I'm doing it in full color neutral, and sometimes it's better.
Seconds.
Okay, probably I'll do this one once again in
12 seconds.
In white cross. Right. Let's just take the advantage of that position though. Right. Now this time this is second pair of F2L, third pair of F2L, and this time now we have a double shape there. Oh gosh, and E-perm is the worst perm. Okay, got 24.99. So 3 more to go. So this time might solve it in yellow cross.
8 seconds.
Yes. Right, and so many rotation. It's not a good plan on my cross. Right, moving on to my third F2L. Right, now this one is for L shape and this one is RPerm. Right, so yellow cross 25.71. Okay, couple of more solve to complete this comparison. And by the way, this is a non-Maglev cube, and I'm going to compare my average solving for a couple of new cubes I got, which is the RS3M2021 and the MoYu WRS2021. Right,
8 seconds.
let's do this once again in
12 seconds.
yellow cross. Right, first pair is done now. Second pair, third pair, and this one is the last pair now. Okay, this shape of OLL and RPerm. Right, good solve, 22.06 in yellow cross. Okay, last one is for my AO, quick AO find comparison on the Maglev to a non-Maglev cube. Right, so let's solve this one in white cross.
8 seconds.
Right. Oops. First pair. Right. Second pair and third pair, and this time is the last pair of F2L, H shape, 4, 5. Oh gosh. Okay. Right, so I got the sub 25, that's good. 24.99 in 911M Pro. And this time, let me compare this into our RS3M2021 Maglev. Okay, so let me just go on to session number 2. Right, so this I done it in 11M Pro. Let's just put it aside there, and let's have this new session for this RS3M 2021 Maglev. This is, for your information, this is out of the box. Actually, I haven't set this up and even lube, since even it's been with me about more than a week. Okay, so let's scramble. Actually, I hardly use this because really I got a lot of overshoot on my solve. So this is the first time I'll do the comparison on my average solve.
8 seconds.
Okay, see, it's
12
already
seconds.
moving though. Right, first pair, second pair, oops. Right, and there you go for my, I think I'm not getting a good solve here. Right, and this time it's right, it's RPerm. Yellow cross 26.44. Yeah, it's a bit slippery and feel like kind of flimsy though. Since I never set this one, tension it based on my likings, so really it's kind of loose though. Alright, so let me try this one in white cross. Right. It seems that I'm trying to make it a slow moving turns, because I'm afraid that I might really have some problem in my rotations actually. I, I mean to say my AUG won't be perfectly executed because really I felt I don't even feel the magnet at the moment, frankly speaking, because of this maglev thing that they have put it on to RS, knowing that RS3M is already a fast speed though. Okay, now let's try this
8
one.
seconds.
Right. Oh gosh, stake on that one. Okay, moving on to second pair. Now on last pair, and there you go for this shape, square shape, and this time it's a cheap thumb. Sorry for that. Just press on the time now. It's 22.91. Right, a couple of more solve just for a comparison, the AO5 on a maglev and non-maglev, right? But I have a couple of maglev. This time I'm using the RS3M 2021.
8
Right.
seconds.
Okay. Right. You can see that my hands is really struggling to really cope up with that finger tricks actually, tell you frankly. And honestly speaking, I'm trying to slow down my soul to avoid this overshoot actually. See, it's at 31.87 now. Okay, so last scramble for my second quick AO5 comparison, solving a non-maglev cube to a maglev cube. So you'll see now. Let me do this one in yellow cross then.
8 seconds.
Right. Okay. Oops. See, I'm getting some overshoot this time. Right. I think, yes, really, it moves a lot actually. See, obviously a bit flimsy. Right. So definitely my first session on this one is sub 25, and this time in RS3M 2021 maglev is I just got 26.02 average of 5. Right, so next maybe I'll just go with the RS3M first before going to MoYu WRF 2021. RS3M with the 2020 version, which is non-maglev. Let me just put this cube aside for, and I'll be changing now my session. I clear this solve, and let's see from 26 average, so 26 seconds in RS3M 2021 maglev to an RS 2020 3M. Right, let's have a quick AO5 once again. So definitely this has already been set up. Right, so let me solve this one in
8 seconds.
yellow cross. Right, 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 a bit controllable to me though. So obviously you can see, but you can still see how fast it is actually. Right, oops, there you go. Even. Alright, sorry for that. One of my worst algis to even. Okay, second solve this time. Right, I might solve this one in red cross.
8 seconds.
Okay. Right, and losing track with that one. Let's do some sexy move here. And this time, moving on to my, what is this? It's only just about my third F12. Right. It's kind of luck though. I think so. Yeah, I'm getting worse over the moment in this RS3M2020. Yeah, so we still have 3 scramble left though. We'll see. Because of course AO5 is not enough for really getting your real average basically. Yeah, now let's go on to white cross this time.
8 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. This time this is the first pair. Oh gosh. Right. I'm really struggling with my F12 at the moment. This is my typical solve already. Lightning, shape, and a keyframe. Yep. 2 more left. Right, so let's do this in
8 seconds.
white cross. Alright, oops. A bit catchy. Now, do some sexy move. And this one is for this lightning shape, and I believe it's armor. Yes, got 22.3, and we'll see now the final AO5 for this cube. Okay, we'll see which is the best if I have overcome my Gun 11 and Pro, which is a sub 25, compared to this RS3M 2020 version. Right, so let's solve this
seconds.
one in white cross.
12 seconds.
Right. Okay. Second pair. Third pair, and moving on to the last pair. Right. Oh gosh. Almost forgot that OLL. Right. Right, pretty good though. So my AO5 is 25.59 compared to the RS3M 2021 Maglev version. I just got somewhere 26 seconds of AO5. So still, this is better. The RS3M 2020, which is non-Maglev. Okay, moment of truth now. I'll be now moving into a Maglev WRM 2021. Right, from MoYu. And I'll set this one into session 4. We'll see if I could overpass my Gun 11M Pro sub 25 average. Okay, actually this is the first time I'll be performing a time solve now for this cube. Alright, so let's have a 15 seconds inspection, and let's solve this one in white cross.
8 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. Right, actually it's fast though. Really fast, and it's uh, controllable square shape, and this one would be a GA10. Oops, sorry for that. It's 24.83. Good solve, pretty much, but still a first solve. You never know what will happen. Okay, and let's solve this one in. Okay, let's get it in
8 seconds.
white cross still. Right, right. Oops. Okay, missed that one. Now for this first pair, this very popular sexy move. Don't have an out for that. And last pair, my F2L C shape of this and the white S 25.67 and a white cross. Right, third scramble. Right, I just came in. I'm doing a comparison of solve average into a non-maglev to a maglev cube. So I just have completed my 3A05 one. First I did it in CAD 11M Pro, got a sub 25 there. Next was uh, RS RS2021 RS3M 2021, which is I just got 26 seconds of A05, and RS3M 2020, which is 25 seconds. And this time I'm about to complete the maglev version of MoYu.
8
WRM.
seconds.
Okay, so this time I'll be doing it in yellow. Right, I'm feeling to like this cube. Oh, honestly speaking, actually, right, really I'm liking this cube this time. Okay, this would be my fourth solve now, and let's solve this one in green cross. Right,
8 seconds. 12 seconds.
right now this time I'm doing it in green cross. Not good to green though, but we'll see. Right, right, so green is missing there. Right, now moving on to my upward shape OLL, and this time it was right. Gosh, almost had it actually. It's a 33.18. I almost had it. I just stopped there in the middle with a simple T-perm out. Right, now last but not least, okay. Okay, so let's have a 15 seconds inspection, and right,
8
let's do
seconds.
this one in white cross once again. Oh, okay, I did that one in orange cross there. This can solve the first pair, second pair, and third pair, and last pair of course, anti-soon. And this time it's, oh gosh, oh yes, now I got best AO5 with this cube compared to the Gun 11M Pro, which I just got 24.99 AO5. It's still a sub 25, but fourth cube which I had is the Maglev version of WRM 2021. And I got more than, I got one soap which is more than 30 seconds. Still I got 24.57, which surpasses my non-Maglev Gun 11M Pro. Wow, that's true. I kinda like now this one. This MoYu WRM 2021 Maglev version. And yeah, it was like, this is the best for me at the moment. Now it's my Gun 11M Pro is now on the second rank now. I still hold the RS3M 2020 version, which is non-Maglev, and the least, of course, the still latest one, which is the RS3M 2021, which is the Maglev version. Alright, so I think that would be it. So thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you like it, my comparison of my some of my collection of 3x3 cube, because I'm just very happy just had my first Maglev, which this RS3M 2021 and the MoYu WRM 2021. So please do check this out, and in either which Speedcube shop that you want to wish to buy your purchase your item, or either from the cubicle or some other, or even directly from MoYu itself, right? But this is came out, so this might be my new main, right? And only I need to do a little bit of setup and some loops on this, and it's quite worth it. Because really, I recommend you to have one of these MoYu WRM 2021. I should have also bought the DIY version of attaching your core magnet, because since it was out of stock, so hopefully I will be having that item as well, so that I could add on to this MoYu WRM 2021. Probably it would be much more stable if you have this customized magnetic core. But pretty much, right? Gun 11M Pro, it's still good for me though, but at the moment, let me have this give a chance to more UWRM 2021 to be my main, and and I kind of like the hefty feeling a bit. Yeah, because yeah, light cube is better, but sometimes you want really to feel it, a little weight on it, so that you could have um, the full boost of your TPS, pretty much like that, right? So thank you very much once again. This is HansPerm, and we'll see you in my next live stream, and bye bye for now.